I'm gonna show you how we can code the ball that we can pick, that we can drop, and that we can throw away in all direction we want. So let's get started. So first thing first, I'm gonna create a new scene, and I'm gonna create a new node, and it's gonna be a rigid body 2D. Here I'm gonna put a collision shape 2D as well. After that, I'm gonna put it's gonna be a new circle shape actually, and then I go back. I'm gonna tap for looking for sprite, and I will have my sprite, and then I will need to have an area 2D. Here it is with a collision shape as well. So collision shape. Okay, here it is. Collision shape. I think the collision shape gonna be a circle as well. Yeah. Okay. So now what I need to do is like click on my sprite, and I'm gonna import my pickable object. I'm gonna drag it into texture, and now where is he? So it has to be right here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna rename the rigid body. I believe I'm gonna rename it like object to grab. I don't know. And I'm gonna adjust the collision shape. So where is it? Okay, gonna move first the sprite just on top, so like that I can have the collision shape. I'm gonna put it like this. It seems okay. And the area 2D, the collision shape, I'm gonna also augment it a little bit. It's gonna be something like that, like nothing crazy. So this is good. So now I'm just gonna save it. I'm gonna put it in my prefab folder, save, and I'm gonna create a script, and I'm gonna call it yeah, object to grab, like no. I'm gonna put it in my script folder, open, create, and here it is. Okay, good. So now what I need to do is basically I need to code a lot of stuff here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna create a variable. I'm gonna call it pick, and I'm gonna set it equal to false. I'm gonna remove the ready function. I don't need it, and I'm gonna create func physic process delta, and in that physic process delta I'm gonna say that if picked double equal true, I'm gonna say that self position is equal to get node, and it's gonna be a player, so slash no one stuff player, and it's gonna be a position 2D. The position 2D doesn't exist yet, so we're gonna create it right now, but yeah. And I'm just gonna say dot global position. Global position. Okay. So this basically it's gonna be in charge of when we're gonna pick up the object. It's gonna adjust it where we have put the position 2D on the player. So I'm gonna just save, and I'm gonna go back on my player. Here it is, and I'm gonna just create the position 2D. So I'm gonna add it, create, and I'm gonna move it. So this sort of cross that you can see is where your object gonna be positioned. So if you want it to have like for example in his arms, you can put it here. Me, I'm just, for the sake of that tutorial, I'm just gonna put it above his head. It's gonna be a bit more graphics, so that'll be it. Okay, so there is that. So now what we need to do is to basically code the input. So we're gonna say func is gonna be input event, and we're gonna say that if input is action just pressed, it's gonna be UI pick. This you need to create it as well. I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna tab that, and that'll be fine. We're gonna say that var bodies equal $area to d, and it's gonna be dot get overlapping bodies, and we're gonna say that for body in bodies, if body dot name double equal player, and get node player that can pick equal true, we're gonna say that picked equal true, and we're gonna say that get node it's gonna be dot player dot can pick equal false. Okay, so this what it's gonna what we do is, like, when we're gonna press the key that we assign to UI pick, it's gonna say that if there is a body that is named player and that the condition can pick is true, then the object can be picked. That's what it says, and then after that it reset the position. So now what we need to do is we need to go to player and we need to say can pick equal true. So me, I've put it already here, so that's fine, but you need to tap it. You need to set var can pick equal true or false or whatever. It's like, it's up to you. So after that we need to create the input, and so me, I've already created the input, but basically how you do is, like, you tap the name of your input here, so it can be UI pick, and then after that you click on add. Me here, it's like it's grayed out because I've already have something that is called UI picked, but if for example I do something like this, I will say UI picked. I click on add, and then here I have this that appears. You have a little plus icon here. You click on it, and then you can select the key, the joy button or something like that, or the mouse button. If you tap a key, for example, if I say that M is my key, then I click OK. UI pick will be assigned to M. So that's what it's very simple to do, but it's just you need to get used to it. So this is good. So basically now what we need to do is to continue to code the function. So we need to say so we have picked the object, but the object we can, after that we can drop it or we can throw it. So that's what we're going to do now. So if input dot is action, just press, and it's going to be, in this case, UI drop. And we say that picked equal true. We're gonna say that picked equal false. Then we're gonna say get node, get dot node. It's gonna be player, and then we're gonna say can pick equal true. If get node player dot sprite is dot flip page is equal to false, then what we're gonna say is that we're gonna say that apply impulse. So here is gonna be a vector2, and so like this. Then we're gonna say that vector2 is equal to 90 and minus 10. Goddamn, I can't type. Minus 10, and else we're gonna say that apply impulse. Apply impulse vector2 vector2 is gonna be minus 90 God, minus 90 and minus 10. Okay, so that's gonna be the thing. Error passing. What do I have that? Error passing. Why do I have that? Oh, yeah, it's because I forgot that. Okay. So, okay, so this is good. So this normally what it's gonna do is like when you will have configure your UI drop, so in a project manager, project setting, input map, just right here, you do like you tap UI drop or whatever the name you give it, you know. Then when that key will be touched, it will drop what it just picked. So that's a very good stuff to know. And finally, one of the other things that we need to do is like if input dot is action just pressed, and this time it's going to be UI throw for me. For you, it's going to be the name that you want to give it to, and picked double equal false. Then we're gonna say basically we're gonna copy that. We're gonna copy what we have done before. Up. We're gonna put it here, and we're gonna just change some stuff. We're gonna change notably, so sprite flip page equal false, false, apply impulse here in the vector 2. So here we're gonna throw it. So basically what we need to do is we need to assign a force to that. So it's gonna be 150 pixel, and it's gonna be minus 200 in this case. And here is gonna be if it is flipped, it's going to be minus 50 on the horizontal axis, and it's going to be minus 200 in the vertical axis. Oh, not 2000. Okay, so this is good, right? So for the code of the rigid body for the object to grab, we have finished. Like this is working. So now what we need to do is we need to go to the project setting, and we need to go to general. And you need to go to 2D physics, and here we're gonna need to create some objects. So we got some layer. So layer 1 gonna be player, and then how have I done it already in my project? So ground and object. Okay, so layer 2 gonna be ground, and layer 3 gonna be object. Okay, so now if I go done like this, and the collision mask is here. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so it's fine. So if I go on my collision here, okay. So now we need to go to the player part, and we need to do something, if I remember right. I'm checking my code, the code that I have for my project, so just make sure that I'm not making any errors. So let's see. Did I put something in this? No. Technically speaking, if you want, I don't have animation in my player script for handling an animation for when you grab something. I don't have it yet, but if you want to do it, like you just have to basically do the same. Like you go back to the code, and like you create something like this. Like if you have input action press UI pick, you're gonna say animator player, like play that animation, etc., etc. It's just like that. I just have, I think, a mistake somewhere, which is this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna just click on level. I'm gonna go and look for my object to grab, and so where it is here. I'm gonna move it. Oh my god, it's massive compared to my player. So let's see how it works. I don't think it's gonna work because I think there's something that missed, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, and if I try to pick up, so let's see. God, I'm stuck. Okay. Voilà, this is better. So now can I pick it? Yeah, I can pick it. So that's good. And can I throw it? No, I can't. Can I drop it? Yeah, I can. Okay. So go back in my script. Did I miss something? Ah, voilà. I knew it, there was a mistake. So, okay, so picked equal false, get node, can pick equal true. Now it should work. Okay, let's see. So, voila. And now normally I should drop it. Okay, like that. That's good. And if I want to throw it, I can throw it, you know, like that. That's good. But the drop is too much compared to what I set up before. It's way too much. I'm gonna just go for this one. 30. I think 30 pixel will be alright. So let's see. Yeah, that's good because you just throw it. That's it. Like you don't need to draw. Fine, you just drop it. You don't throw it like that. So that's the stuff. Maybe I'm just gonna do a little bit less, 20, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 5, 5. Let's see if it's good this way. Yeah, okay. But now we just have one little problem is that our object is colliding with our player. And unless you're making like a football game or something like that, you don't want that, you know. So you want like when the player come into it, it doesn't like collide unless you are grabbing it. So for that, normally we need to set up the layer. So here normally I've done it, so that's good. Layer mask, so that's all right. What is the layer of my player? So it's like this one. So you can collide with ground, and that's good. Okay. And tile map, we need to put it here, and so it's like this way. So let's see. No, it still doesn't work. What have I done last time that was working? Let me check on my code. Normally it should work, so I don't know where I've made the mistake. The throwing is like ridiculously big. I'm just gonna like change it as well. So let's go here. I'm gonna say 90, 90, and here I'm gonna say something like 60 maybe. I think it should work. Okay, so this at least is good. Ah, voilà, the throw is better as well. So for me, I don't know for you, but for me, this is what works the best. Which is funny because in my other project where I've tested that function, it was completely not that the number. So I'm just very surprised about it. But okay. And so now we just need to find a way to basically set up the fact that the player is not able to collide with when he passes front of it. Project settings, so I have layer 1 that is player, I have layer 2 that is ground, and I have layer 3 that is object. So my player, if you go here, you select player, you go here on the right menu, you go to collision in physics body 2D. My layer is on player and mask is on player. Tile map is on what? It's on player as well, and also like ground. I don't know if why I've done that, but okay. Oh, maybe no. Hold on. I'm going to say it like that. It's going to be better maybe. And so object to grab is basically based on ground and mask ground. And so let's see if it works back. Yeah, and now we can pass front of it, and it doesn't select, it doesn't kick the ball. And if we click on P, so UI pick, and we can carry it away with us, we can jump and we can carry it away with us like that. And if I jump, I can throw it like that, you know, or I can also like pick it and you know, throw it away. So that's good, that's good. So now we can, when you do those kind of things, what you can do after that is like basically you can use it for, like, for example, like in Super Mario, like you can like take if you're like creating an enemy, you create a rigid body inside for the enemy, and you can put some of those code inside, so like that the player can just like pick it and like throw it away for killing it, or like to I don't know, do some other stuff with. So it's a very very handy tool. So that's it. So I hope that video has been helpful for you. So if it's the case, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.